there's actually a secret to becoming a 10K a month copywriter that most people don't know about. Because most coaches, most copywriting gurus, they preach all these tactics, these outreach methods, but they don't talk about this one thing that I want to share with you. I think it's really the secret to reaching 10K a month, and it's not an outreach method, it's not a copywriting tactic, it's none of that. And it's because there's something even more important than tactics and stuff. Okay, it's the only reason why copywriters who are taking the right actions every single day, the copywriters who are outreaching every single day, aren't on 10K a month yet. Okay, it's also the same reason why some UFC fighters become world champions while others don't, and it's the reason why depressed people keep being depressed. You see, when it comes to getting 10K, to reaching 10K a month with copywriting, most coaches talk about outreaches and stuff, but nobody talks about identity. In simple words, when I say identity, I mean, how do you see yourself, both consciously and subconsciously? I bet you probably haven't even heard about this before. These gurus try to sell you on the tactics, on all these outreach methods, because this is the fancy stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the fancy stuff. This is what gets people to buy their course, and that's marketing. That's marketing 101. But the most important part is identity. Okay? And when I say identity, I mean there might be some beliefs inside of you, some beliefs maybe from your childhood, maybe from past bad experiences you've went through, that keep you from seeing yourself as a winner. Okay? And I'm not just talking about imposter syndrome. It's not just that. You see, you might have some beliefs inside you that actually keep you from reaching 10K a month. Some people are even afraid of this is when I found out about this, I was really shocked. Some people are really afraid of making money. They're afraid of making money. And I don't know exactly how that works, but I've read that somewhere, and it stood out to me immediately. I was like, what? They can't make money because they're afraid of money? Like, whoa, what the fuck? Who's afraid of money? That didn't make any sense to me. So what I really like is, just to prove my point, is you'll only grow to the extent of which you see yourself. I think I came up with it. I haven't read this anywhere. You only grow to the extent of which you see yourself. Meaning, if you see yourself as this good, you only grow this good, a little bit below it. But if you're this good, you reach this good. But if you feel like you're this good, you'll never reach above what you think it is, because yourself wants to remain consistent with what you believe. Okay? And this is why let's say some UFC fighters, they get on the ring, they're fighting for a belt, and they're about to win the match, but then subconsciously they do some bullshit and they screw everything up and they lose the fight. I bet you have seen this somewhere, or some sports. You've seen this somewhere. Maybe you've done this in a test at school, or people do this. People are really doing this. Okay? And so, for example, if you believe copywriting is too saturated, or if you tell yourself, who am I to become a 10K a month copywriter, or making money is impossible, or I don't know, you have all these bullshit beliefs inside of you, then you'll never grow out of that and eventually reach 10K a month. It's really hard. It's really hard. But this will never happen unless you change your identity. Okay? And that's what I want to share with you in this full guide. I want to show you the real secret to reaching 10K a month. Because if you don't have this, if you don't do this, if you don't do the things that I'm about to show you, then bro, reaching 10K a month is basically impossible. It doesn't matter if you find the best outreach method. It doesn't matter if you become the best copywriter. If you don't start actually believing in yourself, then it's impossible to reach 10K a month. You'll never reach 10K a month. So what are some of these things? So first of all, you need to get very clear on who you need to become. Okay, so so you want to reach 10K a month with copy. What does somebody who makes 10K a month with copy think? What are their beliefs? What do they do in their day? What are they like? You need to find these people, you need to pick their brain, and you need to become like them, in a sense. Okay? And I don't mean it in a weird way. That's the first thing. You need to get clear on who you need to become first. Okay, and of course in the beginning it's gonna be really hard. So what you need to do is find somebody who is exactly where you wanna go and copy exactly what they do, from the morning routine to when they're going to bed to what they're thinking about all day to everything. You wanna copy their thing. You wanna copy. You literally wanna copy their life and paste it into yours. This is exactly what you need to do. So the second thing I want you to do to build the identity of a 10K month copywriter is I want you to fake it till you make it. A lot of people will say, oh no, don't fake it till you make it, that's bullshit, doesn't work. It worked for me, and it worked for many people I know, many copywriters I know, and it's something everybody does. It's like the thing fighters do. You've seen them. They think themselves as champions before they even become champions. They might be amateur fighters, they might be in the gym for like 3 weeks or something, and they're still gonna talk about themselves like they're champions, like they're the best ever. They're faking it till they make it. That's what they're doing, and that's what I want you to do. Okay, I want you to kind of brainwash yourself. I want you to tell yourself really kind words. I don't care what you do. For example, I'm not even embarrassed to say this. I don't give a fuck. People are looking at me at the street when I run, and I'm screaming, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm the greatest. And I know I'm not the greatest, bro. I know I'm literally not the greatest. Of course I'm not the greatest. I'm only fighting for like 4 or 5 years. I can't be the greatest. But I tell this to myself. I wanted to get really deep in my subconscious that I'm the best. Okay, I wanted to get really deep into me. Okay, and that's what I did with copywriting too. Okay, some people say affirmations don't work and this, and in a sense they're right. Affirmations don't work unless you focus on a problem you have, unless you make them around the problem you have. For example, let's say you have a limiting belief that making money online is impossible. So what you need to do then is you tell yourself making money online is possible. I'm gonna make money online. I will make 10K a month online. And you tell yourself all these things, and you start believing that the more you say that. Okay? So that's what I need to... the second thing I need to do. Fake it till you make it. The third thing is, you need to have people around you who believe you can become that person. Because if your family, if your friends and stuff, every time you talk to them about, you're gonna become a 10K a month copywriter, and they're like, okay, yeah, whatever. And they laugh at you, they do this and do that, and it makes it even harder for you to believe it. You're like, these people don't believe in me, why should I? And I know that sounds crazy. Now, at this point, I don't give a fuck if anybody believes in me. I don't care, okay? I've been in the game for almost 2 years. I know who I am. I know a lot of things. I've learned a lot of things along the way. But if you're a beginner, you don't even believe in yourself. You don't even believe in yourself. If you're like me, you're just going through the motions and hoping you'll land clients. That's what I did. I was just hoping. I was just doing the work and hoping. But yeah, and every time I was around people who didn't believe in me, family, friends, whatever, and they were like, who do you think you are? Or money's not made that easy. Money doesn't grow in plants, or money doesn't grow in trees. And all this bullshit. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. This is what they would tell me. And these things they were saying, they were getting inside of my brain. And I felt like every time I was around these type of people, I felt like I was going one step forward when I was outreaching and doing the work. And then once I associated myself with these people, I felt like I was going 2 steps back, or maybe more. And then I had to remove these beliefs again from me. And I had to do even more work, and I was even more, depressed, kind of. Not depressed, I don't believe in depression, but I was, more down. I didn't want to talk to people, and I wasn't really happy with my life. So this is what was happening. So the fourth thing is, like I said, you need to keep telling yourself you're the shit until you become the shit. This is what every fighter has done ever. This is what they do. Go ahead and watch Mike Tyson interviews. Go ahead and watch Floyd Mayweather interviews. I remember seeing this video from Floyd Mayweather. He was like, hard work, dedication, hard work, dedication. And what he was really doing is he was programming his subconscious. This is what these fighters are doing when they're saying this stuff. This is what you need to do. This is what you literally need to do. Okay? Just see, go ahead and watch these interviews. Just see what they're doing, see what their champions are doing. Just click on John Jones' mindset. You're gonna see everything. The dude literally believes he's God gifted. The dude literally believes God is with him. Okay? You need to believe this type of stuff. Otherwise, you're not gonna make it. Or maybe you're gonna make it by accident, but you'll lose it. Okay? You'll lose it. Maybe you'll hit a 5-10K month, but if you don't actually believe in yourself, you're gonna screw things up. Okay? Because maybe you're gonna land clients. Maybe you're gonna land a sales call. Okay? Maybe you're gonna get lucky. But if you don't believe you're worth this money, if you don't believe you can actually make it, you'll find some way to sabotage yourself. Okay? You'll find some way to sabotage yourself. And this is the craziest part, man. Like, your own brain is against you. It's insane. And all of these limiting beliefs, like I said, they come from your childhood, they come from experiences, they come from bad things that have happened to you. Okay? They come from school, especially from school. Like, bro, you're taking orders from fucking teachers. You need to ask permission for anything. Like, you need to ask permission to go to the bathroom. Like, what the fuck is that? And then people wonder why they have limiting beliefs. Of course they have limiting beliefs. If you can't even go to the bathroom without asking your teacher, of course you're gonna have limiting beliefs. It's fine. It's cool. And the fifth thing I want to share with you in this full guide to get you to build this 10K a month identity is to realize there's going to be pain involved. Okay, and I don't mean just you're gonna have to do the work when you don't feel like it. I'm not saying about this. What I'm talking about is your old self is dying. This is how I want you to picture this. So let's say you put in your to-do list to send 20 outreaches the next day. Okay, you're gonna do this in the afternoon after your work, after your college, after your school, whatever. You finish school, you finish your work, you finish college, you go to your laptop and you feel really tired. You feel really tired. And when that happens, you've reached the point where you've reached your max. You've reached your max. Okay? And picture this like the gym, bro. Picture this like a gym. Let's say you went to the gym, you did the rough workout, you're sore, and then you need to work out the next day again. What happens then? You grow. Right? And the same thing happens with your identity and your work tolerance. This is something not many people talk about. See, the more you push yourself when you don't feel like it, the more you're growing. Okay? Picture it like this. When you're tired and you don't want to do the work, picture this as your old self, your current self, screaming to remain alive. Okay? Because in order for your new self to be born, your old self needs to die. Doesn't that sound crazy? I know it sounds crazy, but this is literally it. This is literally it. Every time you feel friction to outreach, to do work, to write copy, to hop on sales calls, especially on sales calls. Even I have had this. Before you hop on a sales call, you might feel scared, you might feel this, you have all these thoughts in your mind, and it's because you haven't done this. And when you do this, you're going to grow. Right? It's like, I don't know, it's like cold approaching women or whatever. In the beginning you feel scared, but when you do that a few times, you start having confidence in yourself. And it's because you grew. Your old self died, and now your new self is reborn. Your new self that isn't afraid of talking to girls for whatever reason. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, this is what I want to share with you in this full guide to building the identity of a 10K a month copywriter. And if you found any value in this, make sure to like, subscribe, share this, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.